The little, what fell? Wow, already. Cheerleader pose without any problems. Good. Wow, kids. Wow, man. It falls. About what we expect out of the wrist. That's not quite what I expect out of the wrist. I have to almost get her undressed to fix this. Good touching! I really pushed the envelope there, though. What is up, dude? Dude Actual here doing another review of Buzzmod's Nezuko Komodo Demon Advancing version. This thing has been so hard to get a hold of, and I am so glad I waited. I thought I was going to have to buy it from Japan and pay the import taxes and all that, you know, not fun stuff, and I am so glad that I was able to get a pre-order in at Big Bad Toy Store, and I picked it up. So, let's look at the box here. Buzzmod. You know what their boxes look like? All of them pretty standard. They look the same. Got some information there. Got some information there and some cool pictures that give you some ideas. Bunch of blah, 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 blah that I can't read.
Fax mentis incendium gloria culpum, etc., etc. Memo bis punitor delicatum.
That's it, man. Let's get her out of the box here. Whoever knew that she could transform so flashily, huh? Here we go. Nezuko Komodo, Demon Advancing version. Look at this. Soft goods. One of the reasons I like Buzzmod over the Figmas is I understand where it's necessary, and I do not dislike hard plastic or soft plastic on figures, but if I can get cloth goods, I am all about it all day long. I will take it. I will always prefer soft goods. So let's look at some of the detail first, man. Look at the face. Let me see if I can. Oh, you can't cover that up. Wow. Okay, never mind. I was trying to make her be modest, but no modesty here, boys. Like how they kept with the hair, the little, what fell? That would be her face. Wow, already. So, like how they kept with the, oh man, what's the word? It's not really highlights, but the tips, frosted tips, I guess it would be, in the hairstyle. Again, soft goods with this part down here. It's a hard plastic right up top. Look at the vines. Great attention to detail there. You know, Buzzmod's figures look great. Now, you're going to pay for them. You're going to pay, you know, part of your mortgage. But, hey, if you want it, you'll do what you got to do to get it, right? I, for one, had to sell 2 of my children. But I have 4, so it's fine. I didn't need the other 2. I'm totally kidding. I love all my kids. Wow, man, this keeps coming off. This is a problem with Buzzmod. Now, at least that's a little bit deeper, so maybe I'm just not pushing it in there hard enough. But I'm also still playing with her hair, and it seems like that's what's really doing it. I'm sitting here, I'm playing with this and, you know, doing things that kind of push the envelope here. So let's look at some articulation. All right, she's got ball joints. You know that with a Buzzmod, the articulation is going to be good. She gets right out into the T-pose. Look at that. Cheerleader pose without any problems at all. Good. Wow. I really pushed the envelope there, though. Not going to lie. I have to almost get her undressed to fix this. There it goes. There it goes. There it is. All right. Put her skirt back down. Seems like I'm totally being perverted. I swear I'm not. But anyway, look at that knee bend on the leg. Generous ankle swivel and pivot. And the toes. Hey, boys. Let me see if this hinders. Not really. Doesn't really hinder the articulation. This piece that I thought might. Doesn't really even hinder it here, which is nice. I kind of expected that it might. But, and see, I'm being really rough with this figure. Because some of the other videos that I watched, it wasn't nearly this bad. It could just be mine. Could be the one that I have. But I'm being pretty rough with her here. Pretty good kick. Let me see what we can get out of this. It falls. So, problem with that leg. This one holds. This one, not so much. Seems like I really got a couple of QC issues with this girl. And for as much money as I paid for, that's a little bit disappointing. She still looks great, though. Let me see here. It's about what we expect out of a single ball joint there for the elbow. About what we expect out of the wrist. That's not quite what I expect out of the wrist. She is just falling apart here while I'm playing with it. But again, I promise you, I really truly am being very rough with her. Now she stands up nice. Absolutely no issue standing up, which is good. So let's look at the face. Love the single horn coming out. Looks great. Love the bow in her hair, just like in her child version. The eyes look good. The teeth, the nose. Back off a little bit. Paint apps are great. The paint apps are absolutely fantastic. Let me see what we can get out of her as far as a pose. The hair gets in the way a little bit, and look at that. That's actually pretty darn good. That makes me feel a little bit better about the whole thing. But this is not the only face she comes with, so let's get her back here. Let's check out some of the accessories that came in the box, because there are quite a few. This I am absolutely loving. This is when she is just absolutely smacking Daki down. That's when her blood demon art is burning the other demons, which I found to be really, really cool. That the author gave her a blood demon art, especially since she's basically a demon that's a good guy. Considering that there's only 3 of those, counting the doctor. You guys will have to excuse me. I swear I have read the mangas and I have watched all of the shows, and sometimes the names just, because they're not, they're Japanese names, as they should be. It's a Japanese manga, right? It's not like, John or Sarah or, Lawrence or Laura or any of these other kind of just standard, shall we say, Western style names. So I can't remember the name of the doctor. I do know that she goes hard in the mangas. She is a savage. But anyway, oh, look at that. I just noticed this in one of the faces. Look at that. I have not seen this yet. I haven't noticed that. Look at that. There's a tear on there, on her crying face. That is awesome. Now that is attention to detail right there. That is awesome. There's her angry face. Let me use my tools here, guys. Sorry. Got her angry face. Looking good. Or her screaming face. Her angry face is on her. I'm sorry. And then you've got right here that wicked face when she realizes, hey, I'm whooping Daki's butt. And I kind of like it. And you've got this right here, which I'll have to put this on her after a while. But again, with the soft goods, right? Quite a few hands that she comes with. Look at the nails. I don't know if you guys can see that. The lighting is not not very good. There we go. That's a little bit better. It comes with a set of those. Got a set of these kind of relaxed, we'll call them Bruce Lee hands, where she's just chilling, but they're kind of in a ready position, a loose ready position. You have these clawing at her hands. All right, so she's getting a hold of Docky's hair. And then we've got the fists, right? Basic fists. Full set of each of those. I am absolutely loving the attention to detail on her. And let's get her back into this here and swap a head off and go with, yeah, this will be good right here. This is gonna be good. If she'll stop coming apart. You know, it's a good thing that you don't actually really legitimately play with these like you did when you were a kid, because that would be horribly disappointing, right? To have that many issues with her. And look at that. Looks beautiful. Looks amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. So this old girl comes in at a pretty hefty price. It's around 130, 140. Somewhere between 130 and 150. I'm sorry for the $20 difference, guys. And my price recollection. I've been trying to find her on eBay, and everywhere you can get her for like $220 on eBay. But it's coming from Japan. I've never bought anything from another country like that before, at least on eBay. So I had no idea what to expect, and I really didn't want to, experiment, so to speak, on this. So I just waited. I put in a pre-order when I saw one day, oh, sweet, she's available for pre-order. I clicked pre-order, boom, paid my little deposit, and then like a week later, it was like, hey, she's in. Put it in the pile of loot, and I was super, super, super happy. So it's comparison time, and there's Tanjiro next to his little sister. There she is next to standard 6-inch Marvel Legends. Here she is next to my boy Simon, and he comes in at 7 inches, I believe. 4 Horsemen, 6-inch scaled figure. And let's see where she's coming in at as far as height goes. Now her knees are bent just a little bit, but she's coming in just shy of 6 inches. So about 5 and 15/16 once you stand her straight all the way up. So sorry about the lighting. I got to work on that. Try to adjust it where I can. I'm all new to every bit of this figure review stuff, but let's do some head swaps here. Play with this a little bit, see what she looks like with some different looks. There's just her standard grimace. I'm gonna say that's the one that she comes with. All right. Then you got the screaming look. And lastly, you have her crying face, which was, I think, a really, really good moment. Some people that I talked to about the show found that part really annoying. They didn't like the fact that she broke down crying. And I completely understand what the author was going for, what the creator was going for in this, because, she is a child. She's a child who came back to life as a demon inexplicably to her, has no idea why. No idea at all about anything. She just knows that, you know, she's supposed to protect humans, as she was hypnotized and programmed to do. And then she has this instinctual desire to protect her brother. So whenever he gets in danger, then this part comes out, which I think that the whole thing is just so well done. A lot of attention to detail on these. And guys, that's pretty much it. So would I buy her again? She's really expensive, right? She's really expensive. Buzzmod makes you pay for their figures. What you do get is some great attention to detail. You get some good articulation. Yes, they're going to come apart, okay? And that was the same with pretty much all of the others, except for Tengen Uzui. I haven't had a whole lot of issues out of him coming apart. But this one, maybe it's just the particular one that I got, but she definitely has some issues if you're a little rough with her. I personally would still buy her. I do not believe that you can find this version of her in any other figure form. If I am wrong, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, she's fantastic. And yes, for what I'm going to do with her, which is put her in some cool poses and leave her on the shelf, would I buy her again? Absolutely. Do I think that it is worth $150? I'd put her down a little bit lower, but I wanted it, so I bought it. I paid for it, and it was worth it to me. But as far as the value goes, this helps tremendously. Just having those effects there help tremendously to make it more worth the value. That and the soft goods. So, guys, thanks for watching.
Good night.